Hi, my name is Musa and I have three group members with me today, Mr. Umar Shahid, Mr. Lee Bang and Mr. Manjul. We are here to discuss two cases. One is about law of contract and another case is about fraud and negligence. The first case is between defendant Lee and plaintiff Peter when defendant Lee sold her business to Peter and got in a contract with Peter that she will not operate in a similar business, which was a jewelry business, that she will not manufacture, sell or trade any sort of jewelry within 2 years within Australia. But after 1 year, she opened a new store in Cranes, which is inside Australia. So I will hand it over to Mr. Umar Shahid to put a light on this matter further.
As we can see, that Lee sold her jewelry business to Peter and she agreed that she won't operate the similar business for the next 2 years. But hence she opened a jewelry store in Cairns right after 1 year. Also, since we can see that there are 5 elements in this case that are oral contracts, which includes our offer, acceptance, consideration, legal relations and capacity. Now we have to establish the fact that the Lee has broken the contract law and liable to pay damages to Peter. Since Lee only waited 1 year before opening similar business, while the contract was for 2 years, hence proved that Lee broken the contract and may be liable and accountable for the damages. Now Lee Bang will come and explain further.
I'm Lee Bang, and now I will script the second question. And this issue is whether Anna will be able to successful sue Michael in legal things for losing control himself seriously injured. Michael was heavily intoxicated during an incident. Manju will explain the duty of care and law information.
Okay, so there are 2 laws which reflects this case. The first one is tort and the second one is negligence. The first one with tort is which explains the legal wrong done by one person against other. And the second one, negligence, which explains which is a failure to take the responsibility of the other person. Well, Anna has to prove 4 elements of negligence to prove that Michael is guilty in this case. The first one, which is duty. As Michael was driving the car, so it was his duty to take the responsibility to take care of Anna. The second one is breach. A breach in negligence is when defendant breaches that duty towards plaintiff under the given circumstance. In this circumstance, the defendant, Michael, was drunk. And the third one is causation. Causation is when the defendant is only responsible for the plaintiff's circumstance, which is he was drunk driving, he loses control, and then he hit the tree. In this case, Anna and Michael both are severely damaged and injured. The fourth one is damages. So damages is when the plaintiff was harmed or injured because of Michael's actions. So Michael will be liable for damages unless proven otherwise. So I'll give Musa to put light to the forward case.
Thank you, Mr. Now, we talk about Anna and Michael here in a way that Michael was drunk. He was under the influence of alcohol, and now Anna got in the car with Michael, and they were both in an accident, and now Anna wanted to sue Michael. And there is plenty of evidence against Michael in this case, that Michael was drunk and he knew the risk, but he still had Anna in the car and while the accident happened. So Michael's case over here, if Michael can prove these 3 elements, that Anna was aware of the risk, Anna was voluntarily in the car, and then comprehension of risk. These 3 factors, if Michael can prove his case on the basis of these 3 elements, that Anna knew the risk, Anna knew since the beginning that Michael was under influence of alcohol, and since he was drunk, anything may happen, but she did not have any choice at that time. It was dark, it was raining, and then she decided to get in the car after knowing the fact that Michael was under the influence of alcohol. Now, if Michael can prove that it was Anna's choice to get in that car while she had alternatives to go to, but she decided to get in the car after knowing that Michael was under the influence of alcohol, and Michael is not liable for the damages in this case. It's up to the court's discretion and with how they want to go forward with this, but if Michael can prove his case on the basis of these three elements, he can get away with paying the damages. And if we go back to the case of Peter and Lee, and while concluding the case here, I would say that Lee has clearly broken the contract, because the contract stated 2 years of time, but she only waited 1 year, and she opened a new business. So I think Peter has a lot of chances here to sue Lee and get successful in claiming the damages. While in Anna and Michael case, it's up to the both parties to present their case, and they can argue on their